Welcome back to 5 Good Minutes. Today, we're visiting teacher Lisa Farrell at Joseph A. Foran High School.
I'm taking journalism because it keeps me involved in my community, and I get the opportunity to use this platform for good and sharing content with people across Milford and beyond.
I'm teaching journalism because it provides me an outlet to learn about things I will normally be able to learn about or be able to become involved in, and write different stories with unique angles about a lot of different topics.
I've kind of learned about professionalism and writing stories and articles and interviewing people and in general just making the story and also what to and what not to publish.
In the magazine, everyone a month writes an article and only a few really get picked. And with those, you kind of want to really focus on it being not the most important things, but just things that people around the school, because that's really the main people who read it, what people around the school would want to see and read. And then the work in that, we have the layout editors, they make all the layouts for all the articles that you see, and then the cover and stuff. And it's kind of really fun, especially when you get picked to be in the article, because then you know that your work is being put out there and everyone is gonna be able to see what you wrote and what you worked hard on. So it's kind of a big accomplishment in the class.
My perspective definitely changed because when she's bringing up social media, she said at the news, there's always multiple sides to every story. There's always multiple ways to address every single story. So being able to understand that is very crucial, especially in an age where a lot of things are up for interpretation and a lot of people have different views and perspectives on things.
It's very important to do your own research, and journalism teaches you that just a quick search doesn't always answer all the questions that need to be answered. So by going in depth and researching a multitude of perspectives, you can unlock a lot more than you would have just reading a headline.
So I wrote an article with Matt Sauce, who's not here, but about the importance of DIY maintenance on your own vehicle. And we featured Chris Fix, who is the biggest mechanic influencer this any platform's ever seen. He's got 11 million subscribers on YouTube. And it was just such a big feature to have on an article, and to get a response from him was honestly surreal. I woke up to it actually, the Instagram response. It was pretty cool.
Some of the things that we covered intro to journalism, which they covered last year and the year before, we would talk about the First Amendment, famous court cases, student rights, and photojournalism. And we also talk about ethics in journalism. We do spend a great deal of time talking about 9/11, both photography, stories that come out from 9/11, and also putting a face to emotional stories or making an impact. Some of the students have written really emotional stories about Daniel Wasson, who passed away, was a Milford police officer, for example. We've covered Newtown and things that have happened in, with school shootings. We've also talked about rare disease estimates recently and covered issues that people have with career jobs, becoming a Milford firefighter. What does it mean to get your driver's license on a smaller scale for teens? I love high school students. I love high school students probably more than working with adults because they're more open-minded. They do want to learn, and they teach me probably more than I teach them. I think that people don't give teens enough credit for being curious and wanting to do things. And I feel like teens have their whole lives in front of them, and it's really fun to watch them become adults, make decisions about their future, and then I love watching them execute and seeing what they do 4 years from now, 8 years from now. I still keep in touch with the student I taught 23 years ago at Reed School in Bridgeport, Connecticut, and she is a technology supervisor as a super high paying job in Washington State. and we talk frequently, and I love keeping in touch with students over the years, everyone from last year to 20 years ago.